guys. So we haven't done a video on the Zen for a very long time. That was primarily because the Zen was at the workshop. Something really stupid happened with it. So because of the lack of maintenance from the previous owner, there were some heating issues. Actually, the Zen heated on the second day on which we bought this, when we were casually taking it out on a drive. So that heating issues continued despite of me fixing a lot of problems in it. Like we changed the thermostat, we went ahead and we actually changed the fan switch, we flushed the coolant, we cleaned the radiator, everything was done, but it was still overheating. So there were two reasons for why it was doing that. One, the battery was bad, so the alternator was on an overload and sometimes the fan would stop. Second thing was the radiator was completely plugged. It was blocked, so once we would take it on a longish drive, I'm used to the word ride because of the bikes, so excuse me there, but once we take it for a long drive, then things would start going wrong with that, because by that time the alternator would be kind of working over. So I also installed stereo in it, which was temporary. I don't know whether you guys can see it, but let me see if I can turn on the light. Okay, so yeah, this is the stereo that we got. This is the unit that comes in a Renault Duster. So it kind of looked good, and it's kind of gelling well with the rest of the dashboard. Gives it a bit of a modern touch. So my only plan was to put a bezel around it. So anyways, we got sidetracked. So when we put this stereo, it was draining more battery. So that is when we decided to give the battery, since it was under warranty, surprisingly, because without a battery I think you cannot drive the car. So that is probably why looks like the previous owner changed the battery. But then the problem with this car at that time was he had some very weird lighting setup on this, and also the combination switch was bad. So because the combination switch was bad, this would automatically turn on the headlight and that would drain the battery. So once it happened a couple of times, then the battery went bad. So it would charge. So if you start the car, it will start, but then let's say this is a real thing that happened to me last Saturday. So me and the little mechanic, we both went for a drive on Saturday. This guy wants to come in. Yep. So like I was saying, me and the little mechanic, we both went on a drive last Saturday, and the car was parked for like 2 minutes. You want to say something? Okay. So the car was parked somewhere for like 2-3 minutes, and it started overheating. So then after that I just started driving it again, and I went to a petrol pump. So petrol pump, usually in a diesel car you can leave the car on, but in a petrol car you have to turn it off. So we turned the car off, and the funny situation is it didn't start. So the challenge was, then it won't even crank, nothing would happen. We tried going ahead and push starting it, it won't start. There was a battery shop right next to the petrol pump, and those guys didn't have a jumper setup, so it was totally embarrassment, wherein I and my little kid were stuck in the middle of the road, and there was nothing that we could do. So finally some good human beings helped us, and we moved the car and we started that finally. So after starting the car, I straight away drove it to the workshop. So those guys confirmed that the battery is gone, but the battery company was not ready to give me a replacement immediately. They wanted to check again. So I temporarily got a battery, and I still have that battery in the car, and it, like you can see, it starts. Another small update is we have fixed a dash cam, which the little mechanic is trying to fiddle around with. So this same dash cam is there in the cruze also. So finally we gave the battery for checking again. Those guys checked for a day, and then they confirmed that the battery is bad. So we got a replacement now. So let's go ahead and fix that battery. And as you can see, she is adjusting the mirror. Good, great. So I might need a new mirror also pretty soon. Okay, so let's get inside the bonnet and fix the battery. So yeah, this is the brand new battery that we got from same replacement. We could not get a different one because these guys would replace it with the exact same battery. I am not a big fan of these Amaraja batteries, but we don't have an option here. So in order to fit this new battery, we had to remove this battery tray, which we will have to fix now. So let me open the bonnet, take out the other battery, and then we'll fix this one. Okay. So a couple of updates that I probably didn't give you guys. We replaced these struts with brand new struts, as you can see. So this is the temporary battery that we got. I have to return it. Got it last Saturday, but I kept it on the car. Oh, this battery has a bigger post, so I have to loosen these, and then we need to fix it. This car has to go into the workshop again, because if you see that steering boot, which was brand new, we recently overhauled the suspension, so we changed the steering boots also. It's torn, and also there is a engine leak here, because along with the radiator change, they also changed the timing belt. So once they opened this head for the head gasket replacement, I think it's not sealed properly, so it's basically leaking from it's actually leaking oil from the distributor, so somewhere in lower side of the distributor. So this needs to be taken out and again resealed properly, that they can do. It's not a big task. So this is a brand new radiator. Right now it's rocking some water in it. We don't have coolant here because that might leak, and we don't want that to happen. So first we'll remove this battery and then install the new one, and then we'll see if the car starts normally. So the new battery is fixed. Everything is tight. the battery is there, the battery tray is fixed. So now let's check if the car starts. Oh, that was quick. So yeah, the car does start. So the next plan about the car is to start driving it. So I'm hoping to take it to office once in a while. I'm not sure if the power windows are working because we need to change the power window channels. They are most likely as old as the car, so I don't think they will work as of now. Let me quickly go ahead and see if it goes down or... Oh, absolutely, there is no action, so that means it is held pretty tight, so that is not going to work. So yeah, next we need to fix these power windows, and I also need to fix the door latches. We need to buy new door latches because the door latch doesn't open from inside, so we need to buy this new. We need a tray here, and I also need some nice speakers for the car. So yeah, all that is planned. So hopefully all that will happen soon. So some new videos are going to come about the Zen pretty soon. So let me just close it as we speak. Okay, so some new videos will come about the Zen pretty soon. So stay tuned, and thanks a lot for watching. Good night.